The text arrives at 6:40. So sorry. Can we do next week? You are already dressed. Your keys are in your hand. You have been dressed for 11 minutes. And something in your chest, let's go. You type back. No worries at all. Honestly, I was so tired anyway. And every word of that is true. And you send it faster than anything you have sent all week. And then, about 4 seconds later, underneath everything else, quietly. What is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. But those 4 seconds are the interesting part. Everybody talks about the relief. Almost nobody talks about what arrives right after it. So let's stay with it. You change back into the clothes you changed out of 40 minutes ago. There is something slightly embarrassing about that, and you do it anyway. The evening gets bigger. An hour ago, it was an evening with a hole cut out of the middle of it. Now the whole thing is yours, and you do not even have big plans for it. You are going to eat something and watch something you have already seen. That is it. And it feels like being given a gift. Sometimes you were hoping they would cancel first. Not so that you would not have to go. So that you would not have to be the one who said it. And here is the one that is harder to admit. You said yes to this 3 weeks ago. Cheerfully. You meant it. You were not lying. You just made that plan for a future version of yourself. A version who would be rested and open and would have something to say. And that person did not show up. The one who showed up was you, at 6:40, fully dressed, hoping. But here is the part that does not fit. The relief is often strongest for the people you love the most. Which makes no sense at all, until you look at what those plans actually ask of you. A stranger, you can perform for. You can run the version of yourself that answers questions and nods and gets through it. Someone you love notices when you are not really there. So you have to actually be there. And being there is the expensive part. Which brings us to what is really going on. When that plan gets canceled, it does not give you back the evening. You never had the evening. What it gives back is the whole day you spent bracing for it. The low hum underneath your afternoon. The clock you were quietly checking against. That is what lifts. That is why the relief feels so much bigger than the size of one dinner. And there is one more thing, and it is strange. You are usually wrong about this. When people go anyway, they almost always enjoy it more than they expected to. Not sometimes. Almost always. We are consistently bad at predicting how we will feel about things we are dreading. Which is exactly why you keep saying yes. Some part of you knows. It knows the evening is probably going to be good. It also knows what the evening costs. And on the day, the cost is the only number you can see. So, the relief is not evidence that you did not want to see them. It is evidence that you had arrived at the edge of what you had that day. That is all it has ever been. The relief was about the cost. It was never about the person. What is the last plan you were relieved to lose? And did you still love the person you were supposed to see?